Yes, hello, and what a pleasure to be with you once again in the space. We are so excited, Tyniyah and the beings that are here with me to guide you this evening, to interact with you, and to offer you our blessing and our transmission. Thank you for coming to resonate with us this evening. I invite you to, if you like, shut down your eyes and rest into your body, feeling yourself here in this place, gathered in this way, ready to receive this higher dimensional love in whatever way your body is attuned to receive it, taking in what is relevant for you, letting what is not wash over you. Tonight we will be bringing through a transmission about the gift of you. In a multi-dimensional way, this will be about bringing through your flavor of embodiment, allowing yourself to relax into the flow of the gift of you in your day, in your interactions, in your rest, and in your peaceful being. We will have about a 25-minute transmission, then a break for the bathroom, cups of tea, and so on and so forth. Then we will resume and have another session with a slightly different flavor to complement the first. So relax, get comfortable, and enjoy. We water the channel. For this evening's topic, we would like to start with talking a little bit about the power of just existing in this human experience. We understand that this may seem obvious and simple. However, it's a good place to start for the rest of the evening, for you to be solid in your bodies, relaxed and confirmed in yourselves. Of the utmost importance is an awareness of what you are doing by channeling your energy into existence here on earth at this time. We understand that the idea of channeling is in some ways limited on earth to the concept or understanding of what the being in front of you is currently doing, channeling another being, another energy through. But of course, all of you are channels for the being that you are into this experience that you're currently having. We will explain a little bit this mechanism. If it doesn't fully make sense to you, that's okay. Just let it wash over you. You are here in this consensual shared experience with other beings, experiencing Earth, experiencing this reality here that you are experiencing now, because you are channeling your energy, your life force, your flow of energy, and understanding of yourself as a being into this perception, what you are experiencing as reality, your perception of reality from your unique perspective. I am your name. I am feeling this way. I am this kind of person. I am bringing these energies on a less conscious level of maybe love through the heart chakra, creative energy through lowest chakras, this energy that's flowing through me. Each being has this imprint, if you like, as such and such a being, this identity that you are on earth. And that is how it is set up to experience things on earth. And through that identity, through that sense of your unique perspective that makes you you, each being, you are channeling through this your energy into physical reality, into this experience that you share with others. And so, in that sense, you are all channels of life force, energy, channels of the divine spark, which is then filtered through your belief systems, filtered through your identity beliefs, your identity systems, into physical reality as a certain imprint, a certain being. The willingness to be here on earth at this time of great transformation, great awakening, great realization is a powerful thing. Many of you have forgotten quite how powerful and honorable is the choice to be here at this moment in human evolution, in Earth's evolution, to be willing to bring your love, your presencing of yourself just by virtue of flowing your energy into this, having this experience, flowing energy into having the perspective that you're having the experiences that you're having from that perspective, witnessing what is happening, you understand. This is a deeply loving willingness, a deeply honorable willingness because at this time there is great opportunity, there is great transformation, and there is also great courage to be with great transformation, great opportunity. Which is why we start with an honoring of your willingness to be the gift of you at this time. And a remembering for those in this room at least and who are receiving this transmission of the power and the importance of what you are doing simply by existing here at this time, simply by choosing to live a lifetime at this time as a human in this shared reality experience. So thank you. For channeling your energy here at this time, as we channel ours, also as a gift. Together, we are achieving in that sense great things. One moment. In being who you are, in your willingness to become more of who you are, to uncover and to release those things that you have taken on, learned from your society, limiting beliefs, maybe from your family, from wherever. To release, to discover and release, and therefore to share more of the gift of you, simply put. to allow more of the gift of you to flow freely into physical reality. That is, from our perspective, why you are here, why you came here, and it is what you are doing here. Now, we would like to emphasize that, and this is important, you cannot really, if you are willing to love yourself and continue experiencing, mess this up. The willingness to keep being present with what is occurring, bearing witness to what is happening in the collective energy on the earth, being present with what's going on for you emotionally, energetically, and bringing, as best you can, friends, as best you can, bringing love to that in yourself, acceptance, and a curious mind and a curious heart as to the transformation of whatever it is that you're experiencing, how maybe to best release more things you don't prefer, open more deeply into your truth. Yes, just the willingness to have this as something that you care about, that you are willing to open your mind and heart to. You are, in that sense, doing what you came here to do. We say this because we are the witnesses, and on your earth at this time there has been, in one sense, a certain lack of witnessing of individual journeys and the power that they have brought to the awakening that is occurring. So we are articulating this at this time, that we are bearing witness to the love that you are bringing through your willingness in this way to exist in this place of deep transformation from great darkness, and to have an intention of love towards yourself in a general sense and towards others in a general sense. Very powerful. And it's important, especially now, for this witnessing to become more overt, for you to know that you are being witnessed in this compassionately, with unconditional love and gratitude at this time. So we thank you for the gift of you. It is the greatest gift you can give, and you have given it, and you will continue to give it. And as you rise in vibration through giving it, it will become easier and easier, lighter and lighter. Yes, the gift itself remains. Let yourselves feel the appreciation. Let yourselves feel the witnessing. Be aware that we are, not just now when coming through the channel, but at all times there is witnessing occurring. Not from a place of expectation or judgment, but from a place of deep appreciation just for the willingness to exist. Let yourselves rest into this. So that you know you have this at any time. We are not the only ones bearing witness. There are many. One moment. In an absolute sense, then the gift of you, in the deepest sense, is that. However, we will talk a little bit about flowing, something that you might understand as specific gifts, specific offerings of service to others. This idea that you have on your planet of an exchange of something that in particular that you have to offer, that you have cultivated in yourself or that has arisen naturally. For example, channeling, teaching, healing, dog walking, parties, helping people to open their hearts, helping people to open their minds. These are all gifts. We want to, in the first instance, accentuate the idea that these expressions of spiritual gifts, as you understand them, are merely an extension of the willingness to love yourself. And in that sense, the gifts themselves are merely a reflection of the fact that the other is also the self. We will explain. As you love yourself, so you discover more aspects of the self. So you discover more aspects of the true expression of the self. And sometimes where relevant for yourself and others, some aspect of the self may emerge, appear, come into view as a gift of service to others. We'll use the example of energy healing, yes, which the channel has as a gift, which she is currently working on. This gift is, in that sense, something that can then be offered to others as an expression of you. It is important to note that the love of the self in the unfolding is actually the most, in one sense, important aspect of this. Because it's only through loving yourself that you can set yourself free. And through setting yourself free, then one side effect of this is the impact of that freedom on those around you through your gifts. However, the freedom itself is the truth of the gift of you. How it expresses, when it expresses, what it expresses as, is merely a reflection of your ability to then love the other in the same aspect of need that you have loved yourself. And we understand that the ego, the personality mind, can attach to these specific gifts in a certain way and make them feel in physical reality, in one sense, more important than the journey of self-love into freedom in the self. We understand that as your current exchange of value operates, there is this focus also on the discrete gift as something that is, in one sense, more valuable than the transmission of self-love. This is all okay. You can include this in your reasoning. You can include this in your understanding and your planning of how to negotiate your life and physical reality. Just bear in mind at the same time, from the perspective of knowing, that in fact, the greatest gift you are bringing in any moment is the willingness to continue to love yourself free, and that whatever flows from that is merely an expression, a reflection of that fact. In terms of the value that it transmits to those around you, it is the value of having an option to choose this. One of the great values of spirit translated into the physical, to discover that you are free through love. So remember, friends, not to underestimate this value, even if the current valuing system on your planet does. And if you are, in that sense, curious about your specific gifts, look to the parts of yourself that you're needing to bring love to. Look to the parts of yourself that are wanting to receive from you a certain kind of love, a certain kind of assistance. Because it is often the case that what you are willing to love in yourself is what you will then be able to love or support or help or nourish or nurture in others. Even if you have been taught that the thing is a problem, even if you have been taught that it cannot possibly be your gift, look there. Look there with love for yourself and trust. In closing for this area, this aspect of this topic, it is important to recognize that many of the things that you think are going to happen on earth are not going to happen. We understand that on earth you live a linear life. You understand yourself in a sense of history behind you and future ahead of you. And so you have a sense of projected experience, you have a sense of what could happen, what is likely to happen, and you live often from a place of discernment and consideration around the future projected possible experiences, both individually for yourself and in the collective. And we understand this is part of how you have been initiated into living on earth, into understanding life on earth, how it works as a young child, this linear conception. This is not a problem, it's part of how it has been on earth. However, at the same time, be aware, if you like, that this is, in that sense, not strictly speaking how reality, the mechanism of reality functions. And what is relevant for you to know at this time is that many of the things that you perceive in terms of your linear trajectory forward based on your linear past just simply are not relevant at this time of great transformation. Many things are changing in terms of, even on a deep template level, the likelihood of certain past events causally being related to certain future events. Everything is much less stuck, much less attached, cause to effect. You have much more capacity to experience what you would previously have perceived as unlikely outcomes, but which are in fact just non-linear from the past. So we invite you to, if you like, loosen up a little bit your conception of what is to come based on what is currently happening or what has happened. Let yourself know that the trajectory of love will take you where it needs to take you, and that you can trust that it will unfold, even though not necessarily in the linear way that you have become accustomed to. It will follow the arc and trajectory of love, and that you can trust that, you can rest into that, the unfolding of one moment to the next through love. And in allowing yourself to follow your truth, become aware that you are, through doing that, creating new pathways, new possibilities, new opportunities for experiences that you haven't even imagined previously as something that could occur in this lifetime, in your future on earth. This is a reflection of the gift of you. Your willingness to be here at this time is your willingness to allow yourselves to have your eyes opened to the gift of the universe, the you-niverse. To be willing to love great challenge and stay with it. And by doing that and relaxing into love through that, to become, in a way that you do not fully yet comprehend, aware of the incredible love that you are. As reflected to you by your experiences, in a way that will open your minds. And as the years unfold, you will become more and more aware of what you have done here, what you have been a part of. But for now, you can take our word for it, our love and appreciation, our deep gratitude. And all we are inviting in this is that you relax your mind, that you know that you are safe to relax your mind and your understanding of projected outcomes into your future. To let the gift that you are be received and reflected back to you to let yourself receive the gift of the universe. We will now take a short break and return with a slightly different flavor of transmission, but on the topic from a different perspective. Thank you, and we will be with you again shortly.